Greetings, citizens. I just wanted to make a quick video today to celebrate the fact that William Shatner, at 90, has traveled to space, or at least the upper troposphere, courtesy of the lizard person himself, Jeff Bezos. Now, I obviously don't make that many videos, and I'd like that to change, and that's kind of the reason I'm doing this video and audio today, is because as I was sitting there, I have to admit, I got a little teary-eyed watching this rocket with William Shatner, who's 90 years old, going to space. That's just crazy to me. Yeah, I get that he's super rich and has the money probably to do that, that also probably was funded in part by Bezos, so he can say, I sent Kirk to space. But there's also this kind of part of me that's like incredibly humbled and teary-eyed and has probably as many, not as many, but has a mixed emotions like Shatner did. If you watch the videos of him after he's landed now, and he's talking to Bezos and about his experience, and he's talking about how blue the sky looked and how it just seems all ripped away when he got into space and surrounded by blackness, and how it was just more unfathomable than than he could believe. And I'm sitting there and blown away by it, but not just blown away by it because of his age and everything, but because, not to bring it back down to earth, pun intended, but it makes me think, gosh, what am I doing? How many minutes do I spend wasted on Twitter? How many minutes do I spend wasted on anything that just doesn't get me somewhere that I'd like to be, which is maybe making some videos on the fly every day or two, talking at length with friends over YouTube like this about Doctor Who and Star Trek and pop culture and whatnot, which may seem small, but that's doing something at least. That's not sitting there at the endless doom scroll or hours on Facebook and whatnot that we waste every day. So, in a way, seeing Shatner go off into space, and yes, you could say this promotion and blah, 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 and there are many ways that you can kind of undercut it by being cynical, but not only is this some sort of incredible achievement that we've got like a regular, he's, Bill Shatner, he's Captain Kirk, but you have just a 90-year-old guy. I'm going to keep saying that because, reaching 90 is no small feat. But what are you doing with your life? Not just me, use the proper terminology here. What am I doing with my life? I have ambitions to write a series of, YA fiction. I have ambitions to make a bit of a YouTube channel for fun and to learn hobbies like drawing and inking and painting and all this. And what am I doing? What are you doing too? How are you spending this day? I mean, yes, we should fight against things that we see in pop culture, like what's happening with Doctor Who and Star Trek and most importantly, Lord of the Rings. But I say most importantly because that's my favorite out of all of them. But it's hard to even describe the feeling of just wow, this guy, William Shatner, say what you will about his acting and about how he got up into space and why he traveled there and blah, 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 even if it was just for a couple of minutes. You want to pause and think about your own life for a few minutes and really not just contemplate and meditate, but I don't know. It puts things in perspective. It makes me want to do more. And not just I should really get to, but get back on task. I should start making lists of what I want to do during the day and then do the best I can to execute that list. I'm usually a very type B person, but it's I don't know. I wanted, and it's not just, laments. I've had health issues in the past and feel now I'm catching up with life where I wanted it to be. And I'm very thankful for where my life is now, but I think, this may sound a little over gushy just for him having done Phil Shatner going to space. I go, okay, that was fun. Everybody's going to move on. But really, I think that I want to pause and not reevaluate my life, but really pause and say, like, how am I spending the minutes and the moments of my life? And I don't think I could go to space. I hate heights, but definitely would want to spend time getting somewhere to a point where I can reach that age, or maybe close. I don't know if I don't know if I can make it there. Obviously, I want to and should exercise more. Heck, that should be on the list too. But why it's so inspiring and why it's so like really a gut punch, a kind of a, I almost want to say wake up call, and should be a wake up call for most of us, is yes, because of his age, and not just because of who Bill Shatner is as Captain Kirk, but it mostly, I think for myself, has to do with, like, what am I doing every day that's worthwhile? That obviously there's going to be sick days and days that you can't help, but on those average days, how am I making them not average? How am I making them more? I may not want to go to space someday, but what am I doing that's going to be of significance? You know, another Twitter fight, another Twitter rant on some stupid thing that IGN or Kotaku posts. They're all, well, unless Kotaku goes underwater, they probably will. You know, there's always going to be something stupid that they post. There's always going to be some left-leaning nut that's going to extol the virtues of putting diversity in every little thing, even when it's not historically accurate or works. There's always a fight to be had, but every day doesn't have to be a battle. It can be something inspiring. It can be something awesome that we do. And I apologize that there's probably going to be lack of pictures on this video because I'm not the best at throwing together videos. And I'm just sitting here babbling away on my little Yeti mic. You know, they're very nice, actually. But just think for a second. Think about today. You know, what am I going to do today that's better than just another Twitter rant? Am I going to make a video? Maybe. Am I going to read something that I've been putting off reading? Am I going to play a game that I've been meaning to? Like, you know, that might seem insignificant, like, whatever. But if you're doing something that you enjoy, and if you're doing something that it might be bettering yourself as a person, spending time with your kids, spending time outdoors, then do it. Don't, like, spend at least one day a week not caught up in the endless nonsense that social media sites like Twitter and even Instagram or Facebook can spew out at you, because wouldn't you want to reach 90 and be, I'm still doing things. I have probably been reaching the end of my life. I don't know. I hope Shatner lives to be 150. But, you know, yeah, again, I think the video here is getting probably a little long and rambly. But really, I just wanted to say congrats to Bill Shatner, Captain Kirk, for what you've done today, because it's awesome. And I hope that other people are as inspired by it as I feel today. And I hope that that feeling lasts, not just today or a few days afterwards, but lasts a long time, because truly, like, I don't know why it's more inspiring to me than seeing, like, Elon Musk and all these other people, like, make their space rockets and land with the space station. I think it really does just have to do with Shatner's age. Anyway, before I get to the 10-minute mark here, I just wanted to say thanks for listening. Obviously, there's not going to be many visuals with this, but just get out there, do something to help better your life today, if not any other day. But think, wow, yeah, Captain Kirk, Will Shatner, at 90 went to space. What am I doing with my life that's going to get me to some point in my life where I'm old, but still going and doing things, and not just sitting there decrepit and bitter, thinking about the things that I could have done and should have done. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Blah, blah, like, and if you didn't like, downvote, whatever. But leave a comment below, or don't. You know, maybe you should. Maybe you should go and do something more than blabbing at me and listening to me blab. Thanks for listening and going along with me on this little rant. Or I should say ramble. Talk to you later. Toodaloo.